Hello, this is Sarah with Sarah Bear Tarot, bringing you a twin flame pick a card reading. But before I get started, I have to throw in a caveat. Viewer, beware. I am a believer in the twin flame journey, but I am not a believer in all the hype that social media puts out there. There can be a very unhealthy fixation on the idea of twin flames. So I never recommend you spend too much time thinking about another person or putting too much focus on the idea of there being this one person for you, because there are many, and twin flames aren't necessarily meant to be romantic partnerships. So please keep that in mind, and know also our twin flames come into our lives to be catalysts for change and growth. Not everyone has them because not every soul split at the beginning. And also, it's my impression that our twin flames can and will likely have passed through many of our lives, our lifetimes, but we don't necessarily connect with them, not until our souls are ready, because they crack us open and make us see things differently than we've ever seen them before. What follows in this reading is my interpretation, my connection with the cards, and my understanding of the twin flame journey. Take it if it resonates, but this is a general reading. You really have to consider this mostly for amusement. This is pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. You can find them down in the timestamps and jump ahead if you like. And now, take this time to decide which pile calls to you most. Okay, let's get started. So this is pile 1, and we have judgment. So right off the bat, this says to me, your twin flame may be present in your life, or in this lifetime anyway. To me, it suggests that you're now at this stage in your life where you're ready to rise above and to be reborn. This Page of Cups symbolizes to me who this person may be. A younger individual, someone very romantic and even naive. This person is likely spiritual and also very creative. They could be artists, writers, musicians, someone who really likes to connect with their creativity and their emotions. This is someone who loves love. On the negative side, they can be overly emotional and flighty or overly whimsical, not very practical. And I'll see what other cards we have here to tell you about this journey. Death, the 8 of Swords, 3 of Swords, and 10 of Swords. Okay. So this is feeling to me like your soul is ready to be reborn and to connect with your twin flame, but there is transformation that needs to take place before. So you may or may not actually come into union. The 8 of Swords and the Death card show me that there are limiting beliefs and negative energies within you still that you need to really move on from and release. There may be negative patterns that you are still carrying over from past lifetimes. There is a sense of a victim mentality that you may be caught up in. Maybe you're feeling trapped in your current situation and you think someone else needs to set you free, but that is not a constructive energy. It's blocked and it doesn't allow possibilities in. To me, the number 8, is one of the more relevant numbers in the twin flame journey, as it is closely connected to the infinity symbol. Speaking of cycles of life, death, and rebirth, continuity of time. But here, with the swords, it is blocked and stuck, and moving forward is contingent upon action, and especially the actions that are spoken of with the following cards. Here, the following cards are 3 of Swords, 10 of Swords. They both speak of there's heartache trauma, pain, and healing that needs to be worked through and released. You haven't yet moved on from pain of the past, even pain from past lifetimes. Can speak of completion, so this is a completion that needs to take place before you can move forward, before your soul can come into union with your twin flame. And here the card is shadow. So there is shadow work that needs to be done. There may be emotions and feelings that you are avoiding looking at, something within yourself, something in your subconscious. Your twin flame journey may be preventing you, or rather your focus on it, may be preventing you from dealing with something in the present moment. Now I'm going to shuffle and pull another card here to see if this twin flame is present in this lifetime in some way. We'll see if this card can give any insight into that. And we have the vine. It's upright, so possibly yes, this person is perhaps within your sphere in this lifetime. And the vine does speak of growing and branching out and reaching the light, especially the light of truth. And as the vines have to do with spiritual growth and vision, it does feel to me like there is more spiritual growth to take place now before you come into union. After I did my readings, it occurred to me that I have another way of getting to whether or not your twin flame is present in this lifetime. Let's see what the pendulum says. It seems like it's moving towards possibly. So, possibly your twin flame is in your sphere in this lifetime. Whether or not you'll come in contact, that is up to you. I think it really hinges on how much growth you are interested in doing solely for your own benefit and not because you're looking for love. Okay, I'm moving on to pile 2 and the sun. This is promising. This is fire energy. This is harmony and joy, creative energy. There is a cyclic nature, obviously, to the sun. I think it's going to hinge on what the rest of the cards say as to whether or not your twin flame is coming into your life in this lifetime. I do feel the fire aspect and the cyclic aspect are promising. Here, it looks like your twin flame is likely someone with a strong masculine energy, someone intellectual, intelligent, a leader, someone with power, someone with no doubt in their mind about what they want and how to get it. This is someone older and someone who doesn't put up with nonsense, really, and cuts through the crap of the world. On the downside, they can be a little bit overbearing and arrogant and sometimes disconnected from their feelings and emotions. And at their very worst, disconnected from the feelings of their loved ones and the people in their life. I'm going to pull the rest of the cards and see what this says about the twin flame aspect in your life. I see 8 energy here, so that's significant to me. It has a positive energy about it. And we have judgment again for this pile. So all put together with the world and the 2 of cups. I really do feel that your twin flame is in this lifetime and you are ready to come into union with them. You have done the work on yourself and sort of leveled up. Here the judgment card makes me feel like you are now being called beyond and your rebirth is about ready to be complete. We also have the world and, the 2 of cups. Those are both very significant to me in the twin flame journey. Now, it is my understanding that coming into union with our twin flame is what brings perfect unity and completion to our souls. So it is the time that our lives are ready to come to a close, that we have learned all the lessons we have needed to learn and work through all of our karmic baggage, and we are ready to move beyond the pain of the cycles of life. To me, if that feels like a negative thing to you, then it may not quite be time for your soul to come into union with its other half. It should be a harmonious, sunny feeling to be called to rise above and to finally be complete. And Now this card says Divine Feminine, so connect that with the King of Swords, and it feels like this is a harmonious, divine union, and it will really be completion. The completion of you, a completion of a cycle of your soul. Now I'm going to pull another card for you to decide, hopefully, whether or not this twin soul is currently in your sphere within this lifetime, or if you have yet to meet them. So I am shuffling now from this Celtic tree oracle because I find it really informative lately. And we have upside down ivy. I cannot help notice that it is number 11, 1-1, our favorite twin flame number, and as a Roman numeral, could look like a 2. Speaking of the twin flame journey of two souls coming together in harmony, matching the 2 of cups. And another thing is coming to mind here. We have a succession of cards. The Sun, Judgment, and the World. They are cards that are consecutive in the deck, and they are significant of the completion of the Fool's journey. But now, back on track, the ivy reversed could suggest that your twin soul is not yet in the picture. However, part of the symbology of the ivy is the labyrinth, and the labyrinth is a spiral in time. It goes forward, it goes back. So, likely, your twin soul has been in your life at some point. Maybe you aren't yet back in contact with them, but I think you have met them before. I'll encourage you to keep working on yourself and stay open, connect with the world to help to bring this person in. After filming the cards, I realized I have another way to ascertain whether or not this twin flame is in your life currently. My hands are a little shaky, but let's see. Yes. Check again. No. Yes, possibly. Okay, I'm going to say yes, no, maybe. This person may not currently be near you, but I think they have been in your life at some point before. All right, this is pile 3, and to begin with, we have the devil. So, well, this is a toxic energy. I'm going to say either you don't have a twin flame, or this lifetime is not for twin flame connection, but instead a karmic connection is what you may experience or are experiencing. Karma to work through from a past life. This karmic could be someone mature, older, someone who is set up in the world and seems quite stable and kind. And as it is connected to the devil, maybe they aren't what they seem. This person has a masculine energy, and on the negative side, they would be perhaps grasping, materialistic, and unfeeling. But let's see what the rest of the cards have to say about whether or not you have a twin flame. Okay, Tower. And Knight of Wands, 7 of Swords, and Justice. So yes, this does feel very much like a karmic pursuit here. False twin flame. This could be someone who is secretive, someone who has hurt you, likely at times make you feel like you're losing your mind or like your life is falling apart. I feel gaslighting here is a problem. And release. So something you have to cut away is this toxic energy. At times we think we have found our twin flame, and social media can make it sound like that's just how it is. There's the push-pull dynamic of the twin flame union. But that can also simply be a narcissistic and toxic union. If you are in a relationship like this, where it feels like your world is constantly in upheaval, your feelings are taken for granted, you're treated with distrust, and yet the other person is the one who cannot be trusted, if you're constantly feeling you don't understand this other person's intentions, or if this person seems to think that you need to do all the work and they make you feel like you need to do all the work, you may be expected to move or do things that make you uncomfortable and unhappy. There are likely signs of addiction, and this kind of relationship also could be mostly about sexuality and passion. And maybe you are only getting along when there's sex involved. Basically, if this is a karmic connection, this is for your learning and your growth. This doesn't mean you should stay there, but the sooner you can learn a lesson from the situation, the sooner you'll bring your karma from past lives into balance. Keep in mind that you really can't heal and grow and change your life for the better when you're protecting yourself. So if you are in a toxic situation, you need to free yourself. Now, I am going to shuffle from another deck and pull a card for you, see if we can figure out whether or not this karmic is in your life currently. What we have is reversed Blackthorn. I'm going to look this up and see what it means. Okay, so it actually seems the Blackthorn can't be reversed, so that doesn't help us to know whether or not this person's in your life, but let us read from the book. The black bark and with the vicious thorns, blackthorn forms dense thickets when given the opportunity to spread. The Gaelic word strife has links with the English word strife, so that says a lot right there. This card represents the strong action of fate or outside influences on your life and journey, that which has to be obeyed. You may feel that you have no choice, however unpleasant, but to let events take you over, forcing you down a harsh, unavoidable path. Unexpected change or the ruining of your plans can be daunting, but you must accept that there are sometimes issues to face and decisions to make that are inescapable. However, just as the same glass can be seen to be half empty or half full, depending on your perception of it, so on your spiritual journey, a hard, disruptive period can be entered into a negative, harmful way or a positive, beneficial way. If you persist with a negative viewpoint, trying to cling to your old ways and facing difficulty with resentment and stubbornness, you will only damage yourself in the end. On the other hand, you can accept immutable events willingly by conquering your resistance and drawing on spiritual strength, and so become able to recognize a new direction or opportunity as it emerges from the chaos, and work with it. In due course, you should then realize that although your life or yourself may have altered drastically, you have nonetheless safely emerged into a new, fulfilling phase, cleansed and renewed in the process. So that really does bring to mind that you are going through a karmic path in this lifetime, and it's not about a twin flame journey, but a healing and cleansing of your soul from past karma. So think of relationships in the past, and then maybe you can decide if you have met this person or if you are in a relationship with them now. After my reading, I realized I could ask with my pendulum whether or not this person is in your life now or if they have been in the past, and let's see. Yes. So it seems like this karmic has either been in your life, in a relationship, or you may be in a relationship with them now, but they are in your sphere and in your life. Now, my friends, I encourage you to get help if you need it and take care of your mental well-being, because that is what's most important. Bye, everyone.